Alright, what's going on, everybody? Runescapers, YouTubers. Anyway, I'm about to go to Vindicta. I would never did can pronounce his name correct, so I really don't care if I get teased, really. I really don't care, but anyway, I like to gear up differently. I'm sure there's a lot of people who's been playing for countless years know how to gear up. You know, the old-fashioned shark grind. So you don't spend supplies on... so you don't spend money on supplies, you know? Sometimes you spend most money on supplies than what you actually make, you know, bossing. So anyway, I'm sure a lot of people have this set up, but I take these items right here. I got the yak. I'm sure you can always use the war tortoise or the T-bird. Hey, you gotta start somewhere. You know, even I used to use the ant, the T-bird, you know, back in the day. But anyway, all sharks. And for me, I like to do 13 super restores. I know some people gonna be like, wow, why you just do not use prayer potions? But these were in my bank at the time. I know I don't have a lot of supplies. I like to make stuff as I go, you know, because I like to keep a hold on what I spend on supplies and what I save. So 13 super restores, about 2 adrenaline pots, double adrenaline pots, definitely. I usually take 3, but I'm gonna take double this time. Let's see, the remainder for sharks. Yeah, that's about everything for now. Oh, almost forgot the divine charges. I'm gonna get that right quick. I'm not gonna lie, these charges are a pain in the you know what. So anyway, let's get to it. They're raising the price. You merchants need to stop merchanting devices and items like these, because we use these on the regular. That's not fun or funny at all. Yeah, that's not funny. So anyway, let's teleport. And please don't tease me. I know, yeah, I'm using the old school teleport. I don't have the comp cape, even though I have a 10-year cape. I had it for a while now. And everything's not 99 because, in my personal opinion, I think once I get 99 everything, I'm going to be bored. I won't have nothing to look forward to, you know? So, since I never did have all 99 stats, I always had something to look forward to, and that what kept me bossing and playing the game, you know, because even though I had something to look forward to, I still never skilled. That way I can continue to have something to look forward to, something like motivation, you know. So yeah, I have to run run for it. Trust me, guys, when I learn how to stop recording and then record when I get to the destination, that will be done. Anyway, on this channel, I will be making free bossing loop videos. Meaning, I will be on forums. Look for me on forums. I know a lot of people have forgotten about forums. Y'all, check the forums. They have a lot of great stuff on forums, and you'd be surprised. Don't sleep on forums. It's still alive, you know. So anyway, I'm going to be doing a lot of bossing free loot videos, and also you can join my friends chat to see what world I am in, and to even ask what I'm up to at that moment, and whatever boss that you like that I'm about to do, you know, you could come join me. The loot will be on the floor. If there's a lot of low levels, I will pick up the loot and share the loot with everybody else, but I will not personally keep the loot or any type of loot for myself, even a small percentage. Everything will be divided and kept within the low for the low levels. Well, I mean split. Yeah, split in half for the low levels. Nothing towards me. So yeah. And I know there's a lot of people who play and get stuck and nobody wants to help them, you know, because let's be honest, a lot of high levels just don't look at low levels anymore, like for a threat when it comes down to bossing, you know. And I just think, you know, that's kind of wrong, because remember, you were once a low level as well, you know. So it's kind of be not nice, but you know, kind of help a brother out, you know what I mean? Help a brother out. Like I said, you were once a noob too, you know? So, yeah. So this is me bossing. I never get bored doing it. I mean, this is what keeps me playing Runescape for years and years at a time. So, yeah, it's pretty awesome, you know? I guess that's why they call it Runescape, because how I see it is kind of like a little escape from the daily life, you know? Not saying the life is bad or anything, but an escape from reality of what's going on at that particular moment, you know? So it all works out. Oh, did you see that bleed attack? Slaughter, okay. A lot of people I've noticed do not know how to use that ability at all, you know? And I notice whenever I go to duo with somebody, once they see me use it, then they start to use it because they see how effective I make it at, you know? So I'll show you again. I'm not going to do it when he flies off. Okay. Here it goes. Bleed. Walk away. It's 8. Look at that. 2,500. And it's continuously damaged, you know. Range prey. And don't say you could have dropped it faster. I'm shooting the video. Give me some leeway. Not trying to make everything look perfect, but you know, bear with me if you know what I mean. So, yeah. Here it goes again. Bleed, walk away, doubles, triples. And that's how you use bleed, you know. And basically, a lot of people don't tell you. Probably one did, but nobody like picked it up. Well, hardly anybody picked it up. It's basically, if you want to be effective with damage, it all depends on what ability you set in the box icon: first, second, third, fourth, fifth, etc. You know. So, and it also depends on what you click at that particular moment, you know. It's all about using those abilities correctly, you know. Because I'm sure some people and some of y'all do get a powerful ability that you use and you just smack a 0 and you be like, whoa. It's like, oh, that's messed up. How's life with that, you know? So, yeah. It's a little laggy, but I know it's not just my computer. Because everybody, well, most people I duo with always like, Benedict is laggy, Benedict is laggy, this, that. As soon as when the smoke comes, and some people's like, he's just laggy all over, you know. So the best tips for that is to second guess where he's going to spawn at when he sets down from flying and shoots the magical smoke at you. Kind of second guess it so you can give yourself, you know, a moment, like not even a split second, but a half a second worth of time to, you know, get prepared. Kind of like anticipating his move, you know. So that's something to look forward to. And I even like to let him bleed as he's about to fly to give maximum damage, you know. Also, I noticed nobody was counting the hits. Probably because I haven't looked at a guide video of Benedict. Before I even start giving guides out and have for advice, I think I'll look for a guide first. Because I noticed when, like again, I duo with most people, they don't even count the hits, you know, and then start running when this magical smoke appears, you know. So I wonder about that. Have people actually figured out the God of War 2 Dungeons tactics yet? Because they came out February, I think? Was it February or March? It was one of them. March or February. It could be March, but I just don't see anybody like really. Well, I do see people, but most of the time I don't see a lot of people counting the hits and getting prepared. You know, they're just running as soon as when the smoke flies to them, you know. And sometimes it's like, dude, God of War Dungeon 2 been out since March. You know, you still haven't figured out the mechanics yet. Like, seriously. I mean, for stuff like that, that's no excuse. I'm not saying you should be perfect at it, but it's been out since March, and we're almost in November. We're really October, but, you know. Like I found it very funny. It was one day I put up a farm post on forums, and it was for Corporal, and it was free Corporal loot. And I explained in the description what was, you know, going down. Free loot's gonna be on the floor. And no one showed up. I'm like, either farm is not alive anymore, or people is just used to getting scammed, trolled, or, you know, whatever. So I kept trying and kept trying, and no one showed up, which was surprising. And I was like, wait a minute, I have to make videos, because a lot of people are on YouTube. So I figured if I made some YouTube videos of me, helping people out, maybe the word to get around, and I can help out more people, especially the low levels. I'm getting tired of seeing that vandals walking around looking like a walking booger. Like, like seriously, I'd rather help you get this new God War Dungeon armor than to see you walking around in vandals. Like seriously. Or even Torva. I'd rather you walk around in that. I just have some bad experience, some bad past experience with bandos. That's probably why I don't like it. Some really bad experience, you know. Let's see, you can picture this as an introduction. Um, yeah, I mean, this is what we do. World 70 PVM gods, you know. PVMing, PvP is life. I mean, if you're not PvPing or PVMing, what can you do? A lot of people, in my opinion, a lot of people get on just to skill. And I wonder about that. Like, what's the point of making an account if all you're going to do is skill all day? Just bank standing and skilling. You know, it's not boring. Ooh, a seismic wand. See, in World 70, this is what we do. We fill up the news all day, every day with loot. So far I haven't seen a world like it. And also World 70 is what? The home of the Zamorak cult. One of the oldest clans in the Bible. But seriously, one of the oldest clans on Runescape, I suppose. I heard. And they're still around. Like, that's amazing. And on top of that, I found out not too long ago they were one of the oldest clans on RuneScape. That's amazing. One. And also look out, guys, when he's about to kick the bucket and fall over when you last hit him. This little sneaky prick, he gives you a last range shot. You know what? One day that happened to me, and I was just being so cocky and confident, and I had at least about 2k HP remaining, and a Zamorak crest had dropped, and I was like, wow. And when I seen it drop on the screen, this little bugger shot off his his last range shot, and I was like, wow. I wasn't even like mad. Like, I was shocked and excited. You know, it just caught me so off guard, because I've seen a lot of things over the years with this PVM and stuff, and I never seen something like that. That was just out the blue. Like, here's a last shot because he's about to kick the bucket, and wham, he got me. And I was like, wow, seriously? Like, I just paid 20 mil just to be on the world news of, oh, Setui Mil just received blah, 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 you know? I just thought that was one of the funniest moments. Like, that was an epic fail. And one thing, I like Abomination Cape because I don't have Completionist Cape nor a Fire Cape. And it's not hard, I just don't have the patience to do Jade at all. At all. He's not fun. He's not exciting. And that goes to show you how much I very, very well dislike Jade, because I would rather pay 375 million for a cape instead of doing fight caves. Like, seriously. Just doesn't get me excited at all, you know? So, I mean, hey, it is what it is. Remind you, this is the first PVM video ever made from me, so I have to record the whole thing. Bleed through. Watch it triple. Oh, people just be sleeping that on that ability, and it excites me every time I use it for some strange reason. Like, it makes the battles very, very quick. The only one that's hard to use that ability on, and I never put it in my ability bar, is Telos. Telos just one tough little cunt, you know. It's hard to use that ability on him, so I don't even bother putting it in my ability box. Ooh, it's the triple 820. Oh yeah. That ability makes me hot inside. Here it is. Send him all. Vroom. Let him walk to me and kill himself. That's an ability that works. It's so awesome here. It really is. You guys really have to try it. Like, you definitely have to try it. You you don't have to. You gotta try it here. All he does is walk and runs and flies. So it's the perfect ability if you want that maximum damage. You know, especially it works for all levels. If you just get a limited amount of battles, you know, per trip because you're low level and you still want to fight them, you know, you can use that ability and you'll see a lot change. It's a big difference. Big difference. Most of the time I like to use it when the magical smoke is about to appear. That's only when I'm being greedy for damage. That I use that in duo. You know, when I want the loot to see, you know, what I get. You know. So, see how the smoke came? I missed it. Too busy charity boxing. Like I said, this is my first time. I gotta get used to it. You know. I don't like how I'm positioned here, so I'm gonna run away. There you go. There's more than 10 seconds. And here's a present to fly away with. Good luck. How do you like that? Still bleeding out. Oh, I missed him. It's still in effect. A little laggy. Don't worry about it, guys. I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna get an upgrade. But for right now, bear with me. I guess you can call my videos and my future videos underground PVM videos because I watch a lot of them on YouTube and they just, in my opinion, they just don't show enough content to really help out all levels, not just levels at their levels, you know, and low, you know, and high levels, you know. I just think most of their videos are only for high level people, you know. It's high level content, you know. So my videos will be for all, one size fit all. Sometimes it'll be only for high and then only for low lows and you know, etc., and for both. But I will be making videos for high and lows for the same bosses. So that rush ability is useful as well. It shaves off some hits or two. Basically, in my opinion, it shaves off 2 ability hits. If you're far away, you can hurry up and use that rush ability. Barge. It really helps. It really helps. That way, when you use that ability, he won't fly away as soon as when he gets to you. You know, use his little range attack and fly away. You know. See, look at that. They're not going to stop. This is all we do. Then it's the same people. You know who really PVMs and who's just a poser or not, or claims they're true PVMers. You know, you see their name once in a while. You know, so you know someone really goes hard and is a true PVMer or a bosser when you see their name on the news almost every day. Or every time you see their name on the news, you be like, oh, I know that guy. He goes hard. Like he's on the news again getting loot. Like, what is he doing this time? And here comes the smoke. Here comes the bleed. Run away. Oh. It's funny how that one didn't work that time. Maybe because I'm recording. I'm not even going to edit it out. Just, if it's an epic fail at that particular moment, hey, you got me. I'm not going to hide it or sugarcoat it. You got me. And I wanted to do a reaction video for Spark Max Human Bomb. I only watched one of them. I didn't watch the other, but I have to watch the other and give you guys a reaction video. Like, I kind of think the first one was one of the best Runescape PvP ideas ever. Like, I'm not gonna lie, Spark Mag. That was a great idea. That was very great. Greatest idea ever, to be honest, in my opinion, on Runescape. I give you credit for that. I laughed so hard from the first one. I'm still chuckling every time it pops in my head. Like, seriously. Alright, man, you got the Durox, you know? A nice bleed. And another thing to be cautious, when he's coming to you and you're far away, you don't have barge, to be cautious. Just throw on your range from prayer if you don't want to take any damage hit, and just take that lance melee hit if he doesn't lance. Because like I said, barge just minimize the time for you to click other abilities, and also for him to hit you with the melee or range. So if you're not sure, if you're far away, very far away, and by the time he gets to you and you're not sure, just throw on the range spray, because 9 times out of 10 he's gonna miss that melee attack and just range you, and you're gonna be like, wait, I was praying from melee and soul spilling. Where did this range attack come from? You know, I thought he gives me a melee attack first in dragon mode before he hits me with a range, you know. So it happens. If you're far away, he's just gonna skip the melee attack because it's a time limit of him being on the ground with the dragon. So just throw on the range. It's safe for you and not safe for him. I keep running out of prayer. Yes, level 10. And do not run to him when he's throwing smoke and he's in his second farm. Look, just watch. Click on yourself, stay where you're at, move, you know, and see how easy that was? Do not run to him. Make him run to you. It minimizes so much damage. Even if you're a pro, if you have to run around and bam, surge. See how he skipped the melee attack and he's on the range? See, pray from range. Effective and cautious. So anyway, a lot of people just love to run to them because of the auto retaliate, and they just automatically run to them, and that's not safe at all. And especially if you're low level, it it owns your food. I'm sorry, it really does. Straight up total ponage your food. And 5 minutes later, you're looking like, well, where did my food go? You know, because you were running to him. You know, you have to let him run to you. Even you have, sacrifice a little bit. Even if the battle takes just a little bit longer or a lot longer, at least it'll save you great on food. Because no food, no bossing. It was one day I looked up and my KC kill count for Benedict, and it was over 4K. And I was like, wow, seriously? I'm not gonna lie. 1/4 or 2/4 of those kills were duoed, but I solo a lot, so most of those kills were solos that I'm proud of. I'm not gonna sugarcoat a lie to you, you know. See, don't run to him. Let him come to you. If you fall away, of course he's gonna miss his melee attack, and just throw that range on, baby. Throw it on, baby. What you can do, that's so hard to pronounce that. Debilitate. Click on that, and you can just keep Soul Split on or whatever prayer you're using. There you go. Here's a present for you to fly away. So once you click Debilitate, at the first thought, if he drops and comes to attack you, you don't have to switch to another prayer. It'll half the damage for you, and you can just feel safe for that round. You like it? We'll have some more. This guy can get boring, very, very boring sometimes. Well, most of the times, I'm not gonna lie. After about 30 minutes, he gets extremely boring. Very, very boring. And you're like, if a drop doesn't come in the next 5 minutes, I'm just gonna teleport and be satisfied with the loot I have. Like, it really makes you do that. And when that happens, I come back, but not alone, if you know what I mean. I just duo. Duo makes it 1,000 times much better. If I don't want to solo you anymore because you're boring alone, I'll just look for someone on farms. And it gets like that. Give him a present before he fly off. There you go. Oh, 0. Oh, epic failure. See, did you see it? It hit me with a last range attack before it fell. It got me just like that. That was epic. Like I say, I wasn't even mad. I was just in total shock. In total shock. Oh, he logged. Oh, okay, he's back in. Hmm. Yeah, I knew it. I thought he. Of course. For all you past people who used to be on my friends list and I just up and remove, don't take it personal. The reason why I do remove a lot of people is because I like to have common friends that like the stuff I do. You know, I don't like for people just to sit idly on my list and I don't do anything with you or even talk to you. And if I do talk to you, it's, because something happened or you got a 99, That's just taking up space for people who actually not just benefiting it from, but, actually someone who's just like me. That's the word I was looking for. Or the sentence. Yeah, people who's just like me. So don't take it personally. And speaking of one, look at one right here. I deleted him off my friends list and he's not even on here, see? It's because I don't do anything with him, just sitting on my friends list idly. And we don't talk or anything. Just how I see it, you're just wasting space for other great people. Because on RuneScape friends list, you can only have so many. And not only that, it just doesn't feel right for someone just to be on my list when I log in or that person logs in, they don't say anything. And even further in the gameplay, they don't say anything but once a month or once every 3 months. And to me, that's idiotic. Just bumps. Like I say, don't take it personally. We have nothing in common. So let's save ourselves the trouble and save me some space on my friends list. What do you say? Of course. Give me a few. One day someone messaged me in the PM and was like, dude, you're on every second of the day. When are you going to log off? Are you a robot? Are you this? Are you that? Are you auto clicking? Have you developed a program for auto PVMing? I'm not gonna lie, the auto PVMing made me chuckle. I didn't even get mad or upset, but it's like that sometimes. Yes, I have a life. You know, I fight on the side, but the amount I play, it makes you wonder, like, does he really do that? Because when do he fight? Because he's always on most of the time in the day. So I don't train every day. So I do what I can, and I'm not a sleeper. I'm kind of a person who likes to be up at night, and if I do sleep, it's that it's not that many hours. You know. I take naps during the day. You'll see me in the lobby. If the nap takes, 20, 30 minutes, I feel recharged again. It's a little bit extreme. But don't get me wrong, when I have to get some of my business taken care of, Runescape is the last on my mind. But Runescape is so fun, I would prefer this over any other game. You know? Sometimes I don't even consider this a game because you can talk to people all across the globe on here. You know? What are they doing? What do they do in fun in Turkey, in Sudan, Africa, the United States, London, you know? What's the favorite dish in Texas? What favorite dish you like in Taiwan, Japan, Tokyo? That's how I look at it. You get to talk to people all across the globe. But I would definitely recommend this, even for a toddler, someone who's not of his age. Because 9 times out of 10, with that Call of Duty crap, you don't want your child or your toddlers playing with that, with all that weaponry and all that. So, see, it's a little bit laggy here, especially when I duo. I'm gonna try to fix that. But when I put it on the low quality, it just seems a little bit cheesy. And I know y'all not gonna watch that low quality cheesy stuff. Where the noxious scythe, you won't even get the green little glowy thingamajiggy. It's just a pale looking scythe with nothing added onto it, and no grass, no rocks on the ground. It's just too cheesy. So bear with me. Too cheesy looking. wonder if it's just lagging like this because of skipping because of the video recording. You'll take this as a present before you fly away. Oh, 4. Gonna double to a 12. Let's see, what is it? Yep, 12. Well, triple that. Ah, don't burn me, bro. Don't burn me. Yes. It did a 400 again. Oh no, I picked that up. Ew. Like, I already have everything unlocked. And if you want everything unlocked, I'm not gonna lie, 100% rep is worth it. It really is. If you have to grind, do what you have to do. If you have to duo just to get rep points in the seals, do what you have to do. In my opinion, I didn't have a lot of friends on the list who wanted to do God Wars Dungeon 2. They were too anxious getting prepared and doing all the invention skilling and whatnot. So that way when they had the skills and everything and the perks they wanted, they wouldn't have to worry about anything. So I was so anxious. I just soloed Zammy first, the twins, and they were so easy and the seals were so easy. So I soloed twins. I think in my opinion that's faster. You do twins first. You get as many seals as you want from them. Once you get as many seals as you want, you spread them out all over. And the bounty as well. The bounties help. At first I didn't do the bounties, but during the middle or during towards the end of me unlocking everything, that's when I started doing the bounties, and then it just went by so quickly. So my opinion, my advice for quick rep, do Furies. Once you do Furies, then do Vinny. This guy right here. And his dragon. Also, Furies is great as well because it's very consistent money when it comes down to common loot. Very, very consistent. Even if you don't have a scythe, a chaotic spear, because that's what I was doing it with first. I know it says tactics range, but in my opinion, do not range. That's just absolute foolishness. A two-handed weapon works perfectly. It works like God. It works like the 2010 God Swords that came out and started spanking everybody at Castle Wars. You know those times and the types with the Barbarian Assault torso and the Tessit and the Bandos Tessit. They come with the Bandos God Sword and spank you. Then sometimes you couldn't even see the hilt, and sometimes you could see the hilt, And when you saw the Amadili Hilt and Castle Wars running towards you, and you didn't have magic, you automatically ran the other way. Those were the days. I know I'm doing a little bad right now, it seems, but it's only like this. I'm not struggling because I'm so used to doing it. So this is me doing this as I'm sleepwalking, not really paying attention, but paying attention at the screen, if you know what I mean. What? Ooh, ooh. Bow. Oh, this lag. I cannot wait to teleport to GE. Seriously, man. Seriously. I'll probably get teased for this being my first PVM video that I post up. Like, dude, all I was seeing you do was skip across the screen. And another thing, he does a 180 on you and a 360 and drifts all the way into the flame. You're like, whoa, he just pushed me into the flame. That's annoying. I don't know if RuneScape made that intentionally, or it just lags so much where you automatically follow him and you just go inside the flame. That's annoying. That's the only thing I don't like about this boss. The only thing. Other than that, it's perfect how it is. But when he gets on the dragon, he does a 360 move and you're right near the flame and you automatically goes in it because he pushed you in it. It's freaking annoying. It really is. If you're not looking at the screen and you're low on health, your butt getting owned. You're gonna get fat wrecked. Green means go. I just noticed, did I even sip? I only use one adrenaline pot sip. I usually go berserk, but since I was too busy chatterboxing. I didn't even pay attention. I didn't even know I wasn't going berserk or using berserk. I'm gonna do it just for the video. Whoa, and on top of that, I don't got no more food? Where did the food go? Oh, wow. I guess that's about it, a trip. It was 5 minutes anyway. See ya. Yeah, take this. Bleed out. Well, that was my first ever recorded PVM solo video. I don't care if it was just a test. I'll make better ones, but hey, it is what it is. There's more in the future, and best believe I'll be back, baby. See ya.